Okay, defying. In the ideal phase, you are going and taking your two weapons and blocking this stick hand. But written into the ideal phase of this technique doesn't say anything about possibly what I'm going to do with this hand. And that's why it's not my favorite thing in the world to commit two weapons here without you really knowing what's going on here. Now, it is said, some people say, well, I'm able to step through so darn fast and buckle this leg that's how we check depth so that I'm back, this shoulder's back here and I can't get to you. But you know something? It doesn't always work that way. It doesn't always work that way that you're going to buckle me before this hand is finished. Let's kind of go slow, but at a slower pace. So I'm moving. And simultaneously and in fact, push me out. That makes me actually possibly go forward and engage this hand. Probably, if you buckle me out really bad, I might go like this, but I might go like this. So that's why I kind of like defying the storm here, kind of combine it with the idea of calming, because you're hitting my face, and at that moment, you're taking care of more variables. Nothing's airtight, nothing's perfect. But you gotta always consider this hand. Okay? So, this is somewhat a better choice, but it's not always perfect. And this is the next thing I'd like to talk about. See Mr. Murray's block here. He's blocking the outside of my hand, or he's blocking the inside of my wrist. His hands work. Works pretty good, would you say? No. Does it stop the stick? Got it, no? For those of you who say no, why not? The wrist can flex, exactly. So when Mr. Murray actually does this, he's doing me a great favor. Of course. Because he's giving me a lever or a place to turn. It's a place to gain extra power and actual speed. Even at the moment this contact made, it just whips my hand into motion. That's what triggers the next strike. So instead of blocking it, you've actually accelerated this stick coming into your body. Now I'm not talking about the person like that might beat you up, that doesn't know a thing. But you have to assume that someone attacking you kind of knows sort of what they're doing. You cannot assume that they're an absolute novice. So right now, I want you to do like a calming the storm. And I want you to try it. What I call the standard way and what I call the better way, which is standard, wrist, and see if you can escape. See if you really block the stick. Then I want you to do the version where Mr. Murray actually pulls his hand to my hand. I want it hand to hand, not wrist to wrist, because if you grab my wrist, I can still hit. And it doesn't take much. Okay? Two versions.